for being here today for our Sunday service. I'll be conducting right now. Please follow me in prayer. Yakari. Mediation prayer, page 2. Let us seek the saving mediation of Konko sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May we seek the mediation of you with all our hearts and souls on this day of very moment. Konko sama, Konko sama, Konko sama, Konko sama. Purification prayer. Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine Mother. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of your divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings, irreverences from past generations. Guide us to amend our way of living, to reflect your divine will, with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you. Kami prayer. Reverently we pray. The brilliance of heaven, the riches of earth, time flows without cease, years pass without end. In heaven and earth is a light that nurtures all. In heaven and earth is a truth that borders all. For this wondrous forth, for these wondrous works, let us praise and teach Kami. Let us praise the divine hand of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as a divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many, not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the cycle of misfortunes, greatest Kami's sorrow. Our Father and Father, O Lord, suffered many trials in this world, but held fast to faith and sincerity. You see Kami's great blessing, and began the life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray, the divine parent's great wish was fulfilled. Konko accepted the call to mediation that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth, and he knew not the coming of night. But at night he prayed for those who grieve, seeking salvation for all who suffered, and he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task to divine task of mediation. Thus was given a Ukedoku a guiding principle to our daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Konko. By this wondrous revelation, we are given knowledge of the way, through all the hardships of this world, the pain of body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami, without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far. The way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living on the way of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us, we are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so we earnestly pray. そして父の天地書きつけ。Kiami Konko Daijin Tenchi Kanano Kami Shini Okadewa Poloniari Kongetsu Konshi Kanami. Pray sincerely with all your heart, be right with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts faithful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this every day pray. 極み金光大臣天地神の神に主に願い、おかげらは心にあり、本日今日で頼め。Pray sincerely with all your heart, begin with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day, pray. Dear Gyami Konko Daijin-sama and the great life force Tenchi Kami no Kami-sama, we gather at the Konko Mission of Wahiawa with hearts full of gratitude and reverence. This year marks the 85th year since the sacred mission was founded by the late Reverend Ukedoku Ukegachi. We give thanks for her unwavering faith, vision, and devotion, which established this place of worship, and we pray that her Mitama spirit continues to guide us in carrying forth her legacy with dedication and sincerity. As we begin this new week, we are filled with hope and gratitude for the abundant blessings that flow unceasingly from Tenchi Kami no Kami. The divine energy that sustains all life reminds us of the profound connections we share with Kami-sama, one another, and all living beings. May we use this week to deepen our faith, strengthen our connections, and align our hearts with the teachings of Gyami Konko Daijin-sama. This year also marks the 10th anniversary of the dedication of the Honolulu National Historic Site. Commemorative events and celebrations are taking place throughout the year to honor this important milestone. As part of this year-long observance, our Wahiawa Church will host a special tour on Saturday, May 17th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We pray that this tour will serve as a meaningful opportunity to share our church's history, values, and enduring mission with the wider community. As we reflect on the journey of our church and faith, we extend prayers of gratitude and well-being to all Konko churches worldwide, including the spiritual headquarters, under the prayers of the 6th spiritual head, Reverend Ironichi Konko. We are thankful for the blessings of our parent churches, the Amagi Church and the Honolulu Church, as well as for the ministers, staff, and supporters of our Konko family. Today we offer our sincere prayers for the world's harmony, health, and peace. May your divine light flow through us, blessing every aspect of our being and guiding our thoughts, words, and actions. Even in challenging times, we trust in your unwavering presence and grace. Gyami Konko Daijin-sama, Tenchi Kami no Kami-sama, arigatou gozaimasu. Silent prayer. Thank you. Adoration Prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer toward earth rich and deep, living amid such gifts of constant giving. How happy and grateful we are. The radiation of the Gyami Konko Daijin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the divine parent embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit through all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami and honor the power of Kami. Shintaku Sanji, page 29. Shintaku Sanji. Aogi masureba tendakaku. Aogi masureba tendakaku. Orogami masureba shuwatsu shikami. Megumi ni kasarurumi no saiwai no arigataki warai kirami no ondoi. 神の御守りと父たちの隔てなしかに慈しみはよろずように山に飛び散って果てしなく笑いは苦しくて人の思いぞ呼ばざる我ら今月今日浴び祭りていたすらに神の御影をたたえますら神の比例を仰ぎますらMitama prayer, page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you are given the gift of life in the vast and limitless universe. You started to use faithfully, each according to your span of years. You remember eternally your life flow from generation to generation, honor the foundation of our society and the roots of our families. You were the spirit working from Kami, you entered the Konko faith, you walked the way of Konko Daijin, respecting the will of the divine parent. You amassed great merit your faith to take into the world beyond and leave to your descendants. Our gratitude is boundless for your loving favors. We bear you as the ancestral spirits of our home, our own divine spirits. We beseech you, stand by us each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami and help us to fulfill our tasks as we fall without failing. Protect us, guide us, and teach us, that we may never lose the weight of faith, that we have it down to all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, and teach us. Dear Mitama spirits of the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, departed family members, ministers, friends, and the spirits of the native Hawaiian people and beloved housemates. On this sacred day, we greet you with heartfelt gratitude and respect. Your spirits continue to watch over us, transform into Mitama spirits, blessing us with your eternal love and protection. As we enter the month of May, we continue to celebrate 85 years of blessings in history at the Konko mission in Wahiawa. Reflect on your dedication, sacrifices, and enduring love that continue to guide us. In the vibrant energy of this year, we feel your presence in every prayer, every word of gratitude, and every act of kindness. This year also marks the 10th anniversary of the dedication of the Honouliuli National Historic Site. Commemorative events are being held throughout the year to honor this important milestone, and as part of the observance, our Wahiawa Church will host a special tour on Saturday, May 17th from 10 a.m. to 11. During this tour, we will share about the life of our founding minister, Reverend Haruko Takahashi, who was among those interned at Honouliuli during World War II. Her story is a testament to resilience, faith, and the enduring power of spiritual service in the face of hardship. We offer our prayers to honor your spirit and express our deep appreciation for the countless blessings you bestow upon us. May you continue to find peace and happiness as your loved ones shape and sustains our lives. As we reflect in silence, we humbly commit to living in harmony with your teachings and carrying forward the essence of your lives. Thank you for your perpetual guidance, love, and protection. May our hearts resonate with the divine as we begin this new week, and may we carry the spirit of the Konko faith forward in our lives. Silent prayer. 1030ページより6。よよのやは我が家の神は神と心尽くしていきますらな心尽くしていきますらな尊き日をやの神たちよ海のこのために家の柱を沈め立てたまえあすこのために世のなりわいを守り助けたまえ悪理をの見えぬ境にましませども見尽くしみのみ心は写しよみ変わらせたまわず先みたまのまさき草木はえたまいくしみたまのくしみに恵みたまいて志は木の柱の動きなくなりわいはむすむすなめのゆるりなく心清らに励み努めしめたまいからやからやわらぎあいて日々げにうらやすく楽しましめたまいついに写しよのことを得て神の御門に参らん時に必ずしも迎え取りたまいに尽くしみを葬らしめたまわんものと神の実りのかしこみかたじけな耳親の恵みのもろげならぬうれしみ喜び申すことをみ心もすずやかにきこしめしたまえと申すあなくしびのみ親のみたまあなくしびのみ親のみたまあなたとのみ親の神あなたとのみ親の神Good morning. Let's read page 73 together. Konko Faith are free. We believe in Tenchi Kami no Kami, the divine man of the universe, upon the Konko Ukegachi, embrace Kami's revelations, and the divine mediator answer the call to eternal mediation. Our continuing goal from moment to moment is to realize Kami within each of us. We are fulfilled through Kami, Kami is fulfilled through us. The happiness of everyone is Kami's greatest wish. Forgiveness of Kami's blessings, mysterious, wondrous, and mundane. The blessings begin with our own hearts filled with harmony and joy. We pray wholeheartedly to Kami, day and every day, trusting Kami as our loving parent, and finding peace of mind. We live our faith in service to Kami, each other, and our world, nurturing and nurtured, mutually fulfilled. We revere those who have gone before us, spirits one with Kami, caring for us eternally. Respect and appreciate the path taken by humanity towards spiritual fulfillment. Good morning. Thank you for being here today for our Sunday service. Thank you. This morning, Edna Sensei, she went to Wahiawa, and I think her flight is like nowish. She's going to arrive in Maui a little bit on a later side, but I hope she arrives safely. Today is the Wahiawa Church Spring Grand Ceremony, Gotaisai, so she will also be in this service. And I hope you have a great turnout, and Gotaisai will be a very nice event for everyone there. I'm really grateful to Kami-sama that my mom was able to turn 74. She had a birthday on May 1st earlier, and then I'm so glad that my parents can welcome their birthday. And when I become older, I can be more grateful than ever, you know. So as y'all know, my mom she kind of hurt her hip, yeah. So she was basically sitting in a chair, one of those chairs over there, and we're packing some snacks or candy for the Japanese school. And we're packing those Easter eggs and candy inside, and she reached over for a candy while she was sitting on a chair, and she reached on the lower table. And when she did that, she felt her hip kind of give way. And she had a shooting pain on her right side of the hip. And when I told her to stand straight, she couldn't. Her body was like this all the time. And then her right hip, it was clearly like sticking out more. I was like, oh my gosh, she like dislocated her hip or something. And she was in such pain, like a lot of pain. And I was thinking the worst. I was like, oh no, she don't need hip replacement, oh no. My mind just goes everywhere, right? And she was really worried that she might not be able to go to Wahiawa, which is today. And she prayed. She prayed that her pain will significantly improve and that she will be able to go to the taxi. So as you all may know, my husband goes to the chiropractor regularly, and I go with him. Well, I don't get the treatment. My husband gets the treatment, but I told the chiropractor, I was like, hey, do you think cupping will work for like hip pain? And he said, oh yeah, I can help. And he said, what's up? Is it you? And I said, no, it's not me, it's my mom. So my mom, she hurt her hip or like her back area, and I don't know if maybe cupping might help, because I have a cupping kit. And I'm not an expert at cupping, but I thought maybe that's gonna help. So he said, oh, why don't you just have her come over, and I'll have an opening. The time he had an opening had to be a time when I wasn't busy as well, so it was yesterday. Yesterday was the appointment, and it was almost like 2 weeks since her hip got injured. But he said, it's gonna take like less than 10 minutes and I'll fix her. And I was like, wow, really? 10 minutes? Well, that's pretty cool. So I got the appointment set, and I was so happy. And I called my mom, and I said, okay-san, I got your chiropractor appointment with the chiropractor that Clayton goes to. And she was like, you know, she wasn't like, yay, thank you for doing that. She was like, I don't want to go. I said, no, you gotta go. Because he's like probably the best chiropractor on his island. And he's so popular, he doesn't even have commercials. It's word by mouth. And he does a lot of healing for a lot of people. So my mom was like, I should pray even harder. I said, I hope I don't even have to go there. I hope my pain heals before I even have to go there. I said, no, you have to meet him. This is an opportunity
opportunity that comes from giving you, so you have to accept it. And she was like, no, I don't want to go. And I was like, Okasa, just listen, just go. And wherever Clinton recommends it, it's a really good recommendation. And it's true, because for my dentist too. This is very embarrassing, but I haven't gone to the dentist for 20 years. But only a few years ago, my teeth, my gums started to get inflamed and they start to bleed and they hurt. And I was like, oh, something's wrong with my teeth. I keep brushing it really good, but that didn't work. And I was like, oh, this is starting to, I started to get like mild fevers every day. I was like, oh, no, this is not going well. So Clayton said, just go to my dentist. He's a really good dentist. And I have traumatic dentist experiences in the past from childhood, so I was like, I just hate the dentist so much. Ever since I was a child, I was like, oh, I want to be a dentist so I can get back at that dentist who like traumatized me. That's how much I really did not like the dentist. So I had no choice because this pain was getting worse and it was just driving me nuts. So I went to the dentist, and sure enough, the dentist that Clayton recommended was the best. He totally remove that fear, that PTSD that I had, and now I have total comfort in going there. So I told my mom, I said, Okasa, just like my dentist that Clayton recommended, this chiropractic is so nice that you take one look at him and he's going to heal you. That's how good he is. So finally, the reservation, the appointment came up, which was yesterday. And all this time she was having pain, and even till the moment that she went there, she kind of like this weird bent and shuffling motion when she walked. And sure enough, he did a couple interesting maneuvers on that chiropractor table, and a little bit of cupping in the back of the hip. And within 10 minutes, my mom felt so much lighter, and she just like stood up from the chiropractor bed, and she was like, wow. And she was like running in place. I was like, wow, this feels amazing. I think, see, really wonderful that you went. And she's like, oh yeah, this was the best decision ever. She was almost functioning back to normal that day. And because of all this pain she had been having for almost 2 weeks, she didn't have the energy to do chores around the house, and she was just feeling so miserable. But like after that appointment, she was like cleaning the backyard. She was like washing the dishes and doing so many things that she just felt so happy. It's like the energy came back to her again. So, and then I was like, oh, okay, how much do we pay you? He said, no, this is a church donation. So I was like, no, it's gonna take some money. But I had a thank you card ready for him. Well, and I put some money in there. But my mom, she slid him some money out there. He's like, no, he's not going to accept it, but my mom just slid it to him. So I'm so really grateful for the chiropractor that treated my mom so fast, so efficiently, and with such kind care. And although she was worried that she wasn't going to be able to make it to Wailuku, she took her to the airport this morning, and basically she was able to go. So Okasan's negai, very strong prayer, worked. And so this morning while I was driving my mom to the airport, she's like, yokatta. I'm so glad I went to the chiropractor. I was like, see, I told you. Can you imagine you still have that pain if you didn't go? She's like, oh. And she's like, yeah. Everything that Clayton says, I should just listen now. I said, yeah. He's right. And so she mentioned the term Ukedoku Ukegachi. Ukedoku Ukegachi basically means that if you're willing to accept something that was offered to you, you will be the one that will benefit. Okay, so if you are willing to accept something that was given to you, and you will be the one that will benefit when you accept it. So when the opportunity arises, you have to act on it and try not to decline it. And I go back to this really short video that I saw on Facebook. And it was about this man explaining about opportunities. And so he had this big 5-gallon bucket full of marbles. Okay, it was full of marbles to the top. And he went to this outdoor staircase. And it was really big. It looked like bleachers almost, staircase. And at the bottom of the staircase, he also had another 5-gallon bucket ready to catch any marbles that were going to fall in. So he pour the 5-gallon bucket of marble down the steps, and all these marbles, thousands of marbles just went down the steps. And you think that maybe a bucket will catch at least a few marbles, right? But not a single marble fell in. And the lesson to that was there are thousands of opportunities that approach us, that come to us. And some actually fall into the bucket. But we're not ready to catch it or hold on to it. It's just going to go boing. It's just going to jump out of that bucket and run away. So, but in any case, if we just stayed there, and the opportunity is going to pass us by. Just like my mom says, "Tanobota shikijai ikenai," meaning we can't expect gumdrops to fall from the sky, just opening your mouth. You can't expect a gumdrop to fall into your mouth. You have to work on it. So again, when an opportunity comes, we have to pounce on it. That way there will be blessings for sure. So there are a few times in the past when my mom, she caught bad colds, and she also got like cat scratch fever when one of the really sick cats scratched her on the leg with really sharp, dirty nails because my mom actually stepped on his tail. She had a really bad infection, and I knew she had sepsis because she was getting really high fever and she was getting a little bit delirious. I was like, "Oh God, you have to go to the hospital." And she was like, "No." And I was like, wow, nurses make the worst patients, because my mom was a nurse and she knows that this kind of situation requires hospital care, but she refused vehemently. And I prayed to Kami-sama to please save her, because sepsis can be deadly. It can be deadly. And if she dies, and knowing that there are 2 active nurses in the household, I could not think of any excuses to give to the doctors. So I was like, "Please, you have to treat my mom, because if she's not willing to go to the hospital, I don't know what to do if she dies." Thankfully, she recovered from that ordeal, and she recovered from many close situations. And you know, as my parents get older, year by year, the birthdays we can celebrate are so much more meaningful to me, and I'm very grateful. Probably because, again, I'm older too, and I get more and more grateful as we age. So to be able to celebrate birthdays in good health is a blessing beyond words can express. And I'm thankful, and I continue to pray that my parents will be happy and healthy for many more years to come. I'm so selfish that I want my parents to live forever. And I even wrote in, when I was a small child, I remember writing a letter to my dad, a set of commandments. And one of it was, "You are not allowed to die, Dad." So to be a year old just means that the earth went around the sun once. That's what it means to turn a year old. So in reality, for my mom, the earth went around the sun 74 times. That's all it is, 74 times from the day you were born. So the solar system didn't function in its normal way. Can you imagine? There would be no way to tell how old we are. What if the earth decides to slow down? And instead of taking 1 year to go around the sun, it decides, you know what, let's take 5 years to go around the sun. Can you imagine the chaos that would ensue? We probably wouldn't be able to survive. But because everything in nature is running in perfect order, we can survive and we can welcome another year of life. So when a loved one celebrates their birthday, celebrate it with good thought, great care, and be truly thankful for that birthday. And even when you celebrate your own birthday, give your parents a call and tell them, "Hey, thank you for giving birth to me. Thank you for taking care of me." And tell them thank you. And also, you can also visit the church. You can give us a call or a text or send us an email. And that's for Kami-sama, for the blessings that Kami-sama allowed you to live for until this new year that you're able to welcome. So we give thanks for Kami-sama's blessing when we welcome our birthday. Kami-sama, again, ultimately makes all life possible. Hey, I got my stuff. I'm going to end here. Thank you for your attention. I don't know if the camera can't see this, but on this side of the wall, I have some pictures, old pictures of Haruko Sensei. You can maybe turn the camera. Yeah. And we're going to commemorate the 10th year of the Honolulu National Historic Site, and we're going to have a tour on the 17th of May, on Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., which is just 1 hour. But we'll open up the church to the public. Of course, it's already open to the public. But I made like a display of pictures from Haruko Sensei's times, and I'm going to explain about Haruko Sensei and how she was interred in Honolulu, And she also made a poem, which I have on the wall over there. If you're able to help them, if you would like to visit us during this tour, please feel free to do so on the 17th, Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11. Thank you.
Thank you for your attendance to these services. Thank you for the message. I want to introduce one message from Ukedoku Ukegachi. Those who are argumentative and hard to convince us to show Kami's existence or to hear the voice of Kami, they think they can embarrass us by asking for such things. Even if I try to let them see or hear Kami, how can they see or hear without having their eyes or ears to do so? They are pitiful, because they are unable to see or hear. Surprised at the bumps they get on their heads after being hit by heaven, they gain their sight and open their ears so that they are gradually able to see and hear. Those who have already opened their eyes and ears to the face should teach those who are pleased with kindness and warmth. Take a quote from the Ukedoku Ukegachi, Kataoka Jiroshu, 93-4. And I used to say, when you practice faith, 信心で考える。Try to think things out in exercise of faith. Can't be like to learn to speak for foreign language. Our Japanese and language of my native tongue is Japanese. When I learned to speak English, the teacher advocated that when you speak English, try to think in English. To be able to speak English, we must learn the basics of sound, pronunciation, so much. I trust these basic elements and learn to speak English to some extent. Although my English is not proficient, I can understand and can communicate with that in English to some extent. The same could be true if you want to speak Japanese. You must learn the basics. The same could be true when you try to practice faith. You should learn the basics of the Konko faith. The basics of Konko faith is to cultivate the vision power, to see things through the exercise of identifying the elements of blessing we receive. We also must develop ears to listen to the teachings of the founder, the words extended by the life of Tenchi Kairokan. The best and most natural way to develop both vision and ear to develop, to identify blessings is is to come to church. It's the best place like a student can go to school and learn and the main elements. I was raised by parents who practice faith, the second generation Konko believer. As a third generation Konko believer, I naturally learned with some of basic elements of Konko faith practice. You can also learn the basics elements by exposing yourself to faith learning place church. If you do not develop or appreciate those basic elements of Konko faith, the church should be blamed. A minister should be blamed. I appreciate one of the thoughts explained by the college teacher of economic believer. Every year, teacher face evaluation of their teachings. He didn't care about the evaluation board. He just picked up one of the best students he taught at this class and showed it to the board members. The same could be true for the church. We can present you to Kamisora. This is the result, the fruits of my dedication to this church. If you are here, I can be fair. And thank you very much for your listening. Yami Konko Lain Tenchi Kano Kami Shinri Wahiawa Kokorani Konges Konishire Tonome. Pray sincerely with all your heart, you and with Kami. Kami's the seeds begin when hearts grateful and caring. To Kami always, now and forever, on this day. Number 1. Page 40, number 21.
はい。Number 21. Konko-sama imparted. Although groups of Tensho Daijin believers gather each month, their faith is not true. Following the Tensho Daijin shrines construction, there are only a few branch shrines. Those living far away from the main shrine would form a group and collect money to send a representative to worship. This is true faith. Nowadays, eating and drinking are all they do in the groups. They have been self-indulgent. This is a troubled faith. Discard your self-indulgence and return to true faith. Have everyone return to true faith, Konko-sama told me.
22. People assert that they must practice faith, but it's only talk and they never do as they say, Konko-sama mentioned. 23. Page 41. 23. Konko-sama said while you perform toritsugi mediation, vendors will come and ask you where they should go to sell their wares. You should tell them to pray by themselves in whatever direction they go.
24. Konko-sama told me it's sincerity. I was filled with gratitude. 25. Konko-sama kindly imparted, I am having you lead a thrifty life. When necessary, use the money you have saved. Mitsugoro, convey this to your wife and children.
26. Kokon-sama advised me, don't say things which can invite danger. 27. Kami-sama allows you to see and hear things. However, your way of perceiving is wrong. You only perceive things on the surface, such as the makeup, actions, and costumes of performers in a play. Thus, you receive no divine blessings, Kami-sama explained to me. He added, a play pits vice against virtue. Understand that virtue always triumphs over vice. Think about yourself. Eliminate your vice and pursue virtue. This helps you to prepare your own fate.
Right.
Kami-sama said, when in pain come, you come to worship for cure. When there is no pain, you come to the worship for cure.
This is but endless goal. The more divine blessings you receive, the more you will benefit. The same goes to divine protection. 30. People often express their gratitude, but they won't really receive divine blessings.
31. Konko-sama said, though I often tell you not to come to worship, you won't receive their blessings if you don't come. I tell you not to come because if you come and don't receive divine blessings, it will only make your legs tired and deplete your precious money. You will be troubled. Explained. He told me, when you receive divine blessings, you won't receive more unless you come to worship. Right?
はい、いっぱい歌いましょう。
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, okay.
Have a good day.
With a heart caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear. So within my heart, still I know, even one as small as I can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. When I'm down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just knowing each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives.
Gyami Konko Dai Tenshi Kanai no Kami Shinji Nuai Wahiawa Kokoromi Yari Onge Somjine Tanoi.
Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with families. Blessings begin within hearts grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever. On this everyday pray.
ありがとうです。
ありがとうございました。Have a good week. Bye.